Hey guys, WLJK back with episode 5 of Creativecraft. Now you must excuse me, well, excuse me one sec, I gotta grab something here. I hate it when I have something that falls on the floor I don't notice and then I kick it. Okay, when we last left, the house was only built to eye level here. I must admit something. I turned around and tried recording with Camtasia because I was having a problem with Fraps earlier. And after I got done recording, I realized, well, actually 3/4 of the way through the recording, I realized Camtasia was only hitting 5 frames per second on the recording. And I'm like, nah, I can't have that. So I deleted and took out most of the stuff and started anew. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to continue on. I kept the skeletal frame that I came up with, but we'll turn around and build everything else out. So now what we got here is very nice tall gabled roof, which when I first did this, it took me a little bit to figure out the angle, I guess you could say the angling and the setup of it. But enough of that. So let's go into our first question, which is from my friend Anton, one of my long-time subscribers. And he says, "Hi, really good to hear that your wife is doing well." And I thank you guys. You know, a lot of you were very understanding with the situation, and a lot of you sent kind words and thoughts and wishes and whatnot. I appreciate that. That helped me out quite a bit in that rather stressful time. She is doing well. She is doing better. The doctors are actually very pleased. Matter of fact, they took her off of a second medication, but we have an appointment with the nurse Friday. Well, Friday when I'm recording this, it'll actually be said and done by then. But I may request that she gets put back on the one medication because she's depending on how the doctor says how the pressure reading is, because I'm questioning a couple things. It seems like the pressure's getting up a little high, but that's enough of that. On to his comment. This is actually a comment more than a question, but I wanted to answer this anyway. He's like, but if there's any pressure for you on doing videos or anything, just take a break. Okay, I'm going to mention something. I think that personally, I have taken long enough of a break. I haven't done a gaming video other than the Creativecraft for a few months. I mean, I've been doing the update videos and whatnot. There we go. So I figured it was probably about time to turn around and get back on the horse, shall we say. Let's put a little bit of overhang on this. You know what? Yeah, keep those up there because I'm gonna need those for something here in a sec. But yeah, so thanks once again, Anton, for the kind words and the advice. But yeah, that, you know, it's tricky to do. I admit it is tricky as all get out to turn around and do videos. It is very time consuming. I mean, I can throw out a crappy video for you guys, you know, one every half hour, but you guys have followed me since, those who have followed me since the beginning know I try to put out some quality work. So, and let's see, will this work? Yes. Don't want to hit it too many times. I might accidentally take out the wrong section. Oops. Or do something stupid like that. So there's the roof on this side. Whoops, missed a spot. There we go. Ta-da! So let's go ahead in and work inside, and I'll go on to the next question once we get up here, because I have to build the stairs again. Okay, so the next question is from another one of my longtime subscribers, Bailey Sniped You. And they stated, once again, pleased to hear about my wife doing better. Thank you once again. I'm going to have to go down and do this. So they ask, why did I do it like that? Jeez. Yeah, I'm batting 1,000 here, ain't I, guys? Okay. So they asked, do you have a favorite sport? Now, I'm going to go under the assumption that you mean a favorite sport to play. I wanted to change this up. Let's get rid of these chests. If not, then I misread your question. But I'm going to answer it twofold. One, sports I like to play, and ones that I like to watch. I figured that'd be a lot better. Now, as for what the heck am I doing here? That ain't gonna work. I wanted to try to bring the step even with that, but I guess that won't work. Oh well, back drawing board. Playing wise, I don't really play sports due to an injury that I had endured when I was a kid. Unless you want to count bike riding. If you count bike riding as a sport, then there you go. So what the heck is... There we go. So yeah, I do enjoy biking. For me personally. Now, as for watching sports, and I'm gonna say this way, because I know a lot of my subscribers are from over Europe, and this type of sport is, the name of this sport means different there. Football, American football. Not saying there's anything wrong with soccer. There's nothing wrong with the sport of soccer. Yeah, that's pretty much the sport that I watch. And then you might go, okay, who's your favorite team then? So I'm going to answer that sort of as a bonus question to this. Well, well, actually, let me continue on with something else. One of the other sports I like to watch, and a lot of people don't really consider it a sport, is NASCAR. I like watching NASCAR races. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's not a sport because this and that." And well, I'm sorry. When you have guys going 200 plus miles an hour down a straightaway, and then yes, they make a hard left. Okay, yeah, I've heard the jokes. Then I consider that a sport because that is very, very taxing on the body. And one, well, let me put it this way: I like football, baseball, NASCAR racing, and hockey. So, to answer the questions that might pop up, it's like, oh, okay, well, you like this sport. What's your favorite team? Okay, for football, for American football, that would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was born and raised in Western Pennsylvania, so I grew up watching Pittsburgh football, Steeler football, every weekend during the football season. Now, as for hockey, once again, Pittsburgh team, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Though I do not get to follow the Penguins as much as I do the Steelers. Now, baseball, this one you're going to make you laugh. Because it's not the Pittsburgh Pirates. You're probably thinking, okay, well, Pittsburgh. No. And I need to finish that. There we go. The team I enjoy watching baseball-wise is actually the Cleveland Indians. And you're probably going, okay, wait a second. You said you were born and raised in this area and you watched Pittsburgh. Yeah, I used to watch the Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't anymore. But it's kind of funny because people where I used to work joked with me. It's like, oh, you're from Pittsburgh, and who do you root for this and that? And I gotta admit, the only reason, probably one of the main reasons why I became a Cleveland Indians fan is because where I worked at used to give away tickets to the games, and I would occasionally get my wife or myself would occasionally get a set of tickets. So I gotta bring that in another. There we go. That's better. Now I'll probably put a figure this out here for a second. So yeah, that's the sports. Now as for the NASCAR, there's many drivers, but I will admit that I am a Dale Jr. fan. And you might go, okay, well, that's because his daddy used to be a racer and all of his fans transferred over to Dale Jr. No, I liked both Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. at the same time when they were both racing. Now, unfortunately, Dale Sr. passed away due to a tragic accident in a race, but I still respected the family. So, there we go. That looks pretty good. So there's your sport, if any. I went in a little more elaborate than that, than I needed to. But their second part of the question, what's your favorite gaming memory? Most fun you've had while playing a game. I don't know if I can count as much of playing a game as getting my first game. So this may be a little tricky for me to answer. So I shall explain. Probably, okay. Yeah, my favorite gaming experience playing. Okay, I definitely got to go into an explanation of this. My first gaming system was not an Atari or a ColecoVision. This sort of shows my age there. But it was more of the Mattel Intellivision. Now, that's a gaming system that some of your parents, depending on your age, may know about. It was sort of way ahead of its time. It had, I believe it was one of the original 8-bit systems, because the Atari 2600 just looked like dog crap. I admit it looked like crap. But my favorite gaming experience was I had gotten my second one because I wanted to get the adapter. They sold an adapter that would let you play Atari 2600 games on your television, which was really cool back in the time. You know, that was, you know, before computers could emulate another system. And I had gotten for Christmas, I had gotten the adapter. I'm like, oh, great. Well, my mom's like, well, you also got this box. I'm like, what's this box? So my favorite, most memorable moment was when I plugged that box in and started playing a game, and the thing actually talked to me. It was the first system that I know of that actually had voice, where it would talk to you. Now, it wasn't anything spectacular. You had, like, you know, the infamous robot-y voice, you know, like people joke about with Skype, where, you know, it might be a little, where you sound a little robot-y when you're talking. It was along that line. So, yeah. So it was rather hilarious at that point. But, yeah, I would say my favorite, that would have been my most memorable time in video games. I don't think I'm going to put much more of a roof on this, other than filling in the slots. And on to the last part of the question. Is there any headsets you would recommend for gaming? Plus, looking forward to more of your videos. Okay, gaming headsets. This, I'm not an expert at it, but I will give you my opinion. Whoa, look at the leaves come through the roof. Of at least the set that I have used. Now, I have had generic headphones for gaming, which, if all you're going to do is listen to stuff, fine. But if you're going to do like communication, like an Xbox or a PS3 or even a PC, well, PC, you can find better alternatives. But like, for instance, the set that I bought for my Xbox 360, I wanted a good stereo headset with a boom mic, or, you know, some type of mic that was better than the stock 360. So I had purchased the I think they were the Turtle Beach DX11s. Now there's a PlayStation version, which was the PX 11s, and there was a PC version, which was just something 11. But the set that I had came with a amplifier that would convert your sound into 7.1 surround sound. Now I'm sitting there going, oh, this is great. I've never had anything in more than 5.1. So, you know, I picked them up. Now, those were like $120. Now, I'm not saying they're bad headphones. They're very good headphones. They're just a little bit delicate. I had one of the, what they call the cans, the part that goes over your ear. I had one of those bust off. They're sort of splinted back on. But from what I heard, the Tritons are also very good. I personally cannot speak from experience on them because I haven't bought a set of them or have used a set of them. But I will make one suggestion though. If you decide to turn around and buy a gaming headset, for instance, my DX11s, I paid about $120 for them, like I said. When I was all said and done, then they came out with a version for Call of Duty. Now, the one Call of Duty set was the same exact headphones I had, but they were $50 to $70 more than what I paid for mine. So that gives you an idea. And will those only face one direction? There we go. So that gives you an idea. I don't want to say I was cheap, but I'm sorry, you know, if it's going to cost me that much more, I will go with the less expensive version. You know, it's just, no, that's the way, because they were identical to what I was using at the time. So why pay more for the same thing? Now, I'm not saying if you want to not do it, you know, it's pretty much your decision. I just didn't feel right spending an extra $50 to $60 or whatever it was on a set of headphones that did the same exact thing as the pair that I had sitting in my hand at that time. All because of it turned around saying Call of Duty. So, but there. So, hopefully that answered all the questions as for right now. And now that we have the first few floors, main floors anyway, I want to see something. I can't see something because it won't let me out. They really need to make it so you can turn around and put torches on the back of stairs. And that is somewhat annoying, I must say. Ooh. No, keep that like that, because is that visible? I'll do this. And there. I got to figure out something for that. I don't know what yet. Maybe have a fancy chandelier come down. So that's the exterior of it worked out just right. The exterior of this. So for now, I shall let you guys go. This has been WLJK. This episode may be running a little longer than normal. If you like the little bit longer format, let me know. If not, I'll go back to chopping it down to, you know, the 12-15 minute. And I don't know, should I chop the tree off? Well, we'll figure that out next time. So next time, I think we're going to work on the idea of having, okay, so it's over there. We're going to do a spiral staircase next time. We're going to come off of here. We'll just do this as a mark. We're going to have it like this. And we're going to come down. We're going to have a spiral down to this tree. You know, we're going to have it actually come out and angle down to this tree, then come over. And I think we'll spiral it down to the train cart, because that's, I think I like that better than the other way. So as we ride off, once again, thank you to Anton and Bailey for the questions. You know, hopefully Bailey's questions didn't take up too much time and too much screen real estate, because I'm trying something new with this. So, you know, if you want more questions answered, send them out. I do apologize for the length of time that this and episode 2, 3, and 4 before this came out. But if you saw my update video that I released on the, I believe it was May 9th, you'll understand why it took me so long. So I got fences hanging in the middle of nowhere. So with that being said, and also I forgot to tell you, I changed texture packs. This is actually a texture pack made by a gentleman that goes by the screen name of Vance Crafter. Now this is, I guess you could say this texture pack is in beta. It is not complete yet, but he was kind enough to release it so that people can try it out and see what they thought. And I personally sort of like it. See what the castle looks like. Castle looks real nice from here. Only thing I'm curious about is the center tower. Oh, center tower looks good. Okay. It's just the side of the grassy dirt blocks are really dirt. They didn't put it, he didn't put any grass on the side, which is totally fine by me. But yeah. And I'll let you know, yes, this is locked in at 30 frames per second. I use Fraps to lock it down at that. I have to like start and stop it a handful of times to get it to work right. And there we go. I don't know if I showed this, but Season 2 Creativecraft Treehouse Mansion / City. So yeah, next time we shall start, you know, I might decorate inside the house, might turn around and do that stairway, but we'll continue on with the city on it afterwards. So this has been WLJK. Keep building, keep having fun, and I shall catch you guys later.